Say hello, everybody. It's Vitali here at OG Gamer Live, OG Gamers, and I am back. And I thought now that I've had the Moza R5 bundle for several days that we would come back and revisit it. And uh, this video is mainly for those of you that are looking specifically at the R5 bundle, and you're coming from an old Logitech or Thrustmaster, and you're wondering whether you should just go ahead and replace what you have with a new version of what you have, or do you take that step and come over to the Moza R5 bundle? And I know how confusing that question can be because I've seen a bunch of you come over into the Facebook group and something like, "Hey y'all, I'm considering purchasing the R5 bundle. What do you think?" And there'll be that one person. He'll be the first one to answer every single time. And he'll be, well, if you're looking at the R5 bundle, you ought to just go ahead and get an R9. They missed the whole point that you're looking at the bundle. Uh, I don't want to be hateful or anything, but they seem to miss the whole point that if you're looking at the R5 bundle, you probably have a budget in mind and you're wanting to know, is that R5 worth the little bit of extra money over a Logitech or a Thrustmaster like T300 RSGT, something like that? Here's the thing. My Thrustmaster T300 RSGT is not even 2 months old, and the price has done went up. You can't find it for what I got it for 2 months ago. Uh, when I got it a little over it's not quite 2 months ago. Uh, by the time I paid the tax and extra extended warranty insurance and all that, it was right around $553 or something like that. Not far off from a Moza bundle. And to answer your question, uh, uh, for as far as performance per dollar, Moza nailed it because even the pedals are an upgrade over what comes with the a Thrustmaster bundle, the basic pedals. And that's been a little bit of a controversy there too, but I'm gonna show you why they're a upgrade, and they are. I love my R5 bundle. This this bundle is going nowhere, and I have liked it so much that I have I'm gifting the Thrustmaster to somebody here locally that would like to get into sim racing and doesn't have a setup. So I'm gonna send it home with him. Hopefully he'll come get it sometime this week. If not, it'll be here for him next time it comes out. Uh, and it was a real nice piece of kit. Don't get me wrong. The Thrustmaster T300 RSGT is actually a pretty decent setup. I know some professional sim racers that are using that today and winning championship events. But they've put a lot of time and effort into modding the pedals and stuff and getting the pedals and stuff where they want it to be. Just bear with me here. Let's bring the Thrustmasters up here. And they're a little dusty because they've been sitting down on the floor. And I live out here in West Texas where it's nasty and it's dirty out in the desert. And this is mostly plastic. Even the bottom's plastic. It's got a steel bar that runs across here, and I think here, but all the rest of it's basically plastic. Uh, the pedal faces are aluminum, and the rest of it is plastic. And we're going to show you the spring setup on this as soon as I figure out where I laid my phone. Bear with me. If you look down in there, that's the throttle. See that little bitty light spring? Ignore the dust. That's a helical compression spring, and it's not even a very thick one at that. That's the throttle. Now here's the brake. It's just a little bit thicker, but it's still nothing to write home about. And then here's the clutch. See how small them springs are? You'll notice that the brake spring's just a little bit bigger, but it's still not anything to write home about. That's the Thrustmaster TP3A pedal set. This is basically the Thrustmaster TP3A GT Black Edition. It comes with the GT bundle, but it's the same setup on as any other 3TPA. It comes. This is the brake mod port that they send with it because it's crap to begin with. Uh, this bolts in there, and then this bump stop screws in and out to add to it. That's their brake mod. Let's get the Moses up here on the desk. Now, keep in mind, these are still hooked up, and I'm using them. And they're dirty and they're dusty already. Let's do it this way so I get it around here where y'all can see it here. The Every bit of this pedal setup is metal. It's steel. And now we're going to take a look at the springs. The the Moza SP lights, they use a torsion spring. See the size of that spring? There's the brake spring right there, and it's actually massive. You really can't tell how big that is. And it's stiff as hell. And then that's the clutch. Now, that is the brake mod that you can buy for what, another $39 to go with the SRP lights. And that is why I say that right out of the box, the SRP lights in and of themselves is a major upgrade over the old Logitechs or the old Thrustmaster T3PAs, because they really are. And some people, they don't understand what I'm saying, or they want to be argumentative and stuff. Uh, I'm guessing they don't actually have it, so they don't understand. Now, if you've got load cell pedals, and if you've got to settle $4, $5, $6, $700 set of pedals, this isn't comparable to that. And we are talking when I talk about comparisons, I'm saying apples to apples, not apples and oranges. So we need to clarify what it is that you're looking at, what it is that you're considering. There's absolutely nothing wrong with looking at the R5 bundle if you're on a budget, because believe it or not, it is a huge upgrade over the Logitech or the Thrustmaster T300, T300 RS GT, any of the T300 series. It's a major upgrade, and I hope that clarifies some things. Uh, I'm gonna put my pedals back down on the floor, and even without that brake performance kit installed, I am seeing better performance in game. I was over on the Sono tonight, and my personal best on that track was 145.9. I'm not a great sim racer. I'm just starting out, and tonight was the first night I'd been back over there on it since I got the Moza bundle, and within 5 laps I was down to a 140. It's like a 140.3 or something, and then I invalidated the lap. So officially, my best track time now is like 141.3 or something. But several times tonight I was over on tracks where not only was I way ahead of my personal best, I was getting real close to the track record territory, and then I would mess it up. Uh, uh, yeah, so I'm going to tell you something. If it helps me, it can help you. And I'm also one of them people that'll tell you that you can have the best gear in the world, and that's not going to make you a better gamer. And to some extent, that's true. If you're really good, you're really good. Uh, there's people over on a set of course of competition right now racing on controllers, for crying out loud, and they're setting track records in game. This is one of the things I like about this Moza. In case y'all wonder what I'm doing, I'm putting it back where I had it. And the clamp setup that comes with this is so much better. Yeah, and a lot of people when I see this, they think, well, it's a toy, because there's my hand for comparison. That base isn't real big. It doesn't have to be real big because it's a direct drive motor, first off, and this is all aircraft grade aluminum, and that's what it uses to cool it off. And it will get pretty warm if you put it at 100% and you run a couple hours on track. That will get really warm, uh, as it should. And get the wheel back on it, y'all. This is something else. That right there, machined aircraft grade aluminum, an honest to God quick release setup. If you have a Fantech with that plastic and the screw that goes through it, you know why I'm impressed with that, because even with it tight on that Thrustmaster, you can feel it flexing right here uh, in game and stuff. That plastic, yeah, you can feel the wheel move like this a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but it's a little bit unsettling. There's absolutely no give in this setup. I could literally crank it up 100, and if I got rough enough, my monitors would fall over before there was any give in here. True story. Uh, as small as it is, it's not a toy. If you're familiar with the Fanatec T300, you realize that it's a pretty stout piece of kit for what it is. Uh, it's 3.5 newton meters of torque. The problem is it's got to go through belts and pulleys, and it loses. You don't get that feel that you should be getting. The Moza is 5.5 newton meters of torque, and people are like, well, that's not really a lot of difference. Trust me, when you go from a belt drive system or gear drive system over to a direct drive system, it's a huge difference, and I can't stress that enough. So if you're looking at the R5 bundle because of your budget, I assure you it's a purchase that you won't regret. I mean, as far as the quality and the performance goes, it's all there. Performance per dollar, they nailed it. Uh, I don't have another hub to put the stock wheel back on it because I've got the wheel mod. But you could go look at the Fantech. They've got a bundle that's basically $700. Uh, about the same thing, but I don't think the software is good, and I think the wheel that comes with that bundle is ugly as sin. Some people might like it, but it's ugly as sin. It reminds me of the old Microsoft uh, or Logitech wheels for like PlayStation or something like that. It's just ugly. I think Fanatec comes with one of the best wheels in a bundle that there is as far as in that price point. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. And till next time, this is Vitali over here to OG Gamer Live. Y'all stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'm out of here.